Have you ever noticed that some of the most intelligent people you meet don't always look confident or even happy? In fact, sometimes they seem quiet, thoughtful, maybe even a little distant. They notice things others miss. They ask questions others never think to ask. Their minds move quickly, connecting patterns and ideas in ways that feel almost invisible to everyone around them. But here's the strange part. The very thing that makes highly intelligent people exceptional can also make life more complicated for them. Now think about this for a moment. If intelligence is such a powerful advantage, why do many highly intelligent people feel misunderstood, overwhelmed, or mentally exhausted? Why do some of them struggle with overthinking, social disconnect, or constant self-doubt? The answer lies deep inside the psychology of how intelligent minds actually work. And once you understand this, a lot of things start to make sense. First, let's talk about something psychologists often notice about highly intelligent individuals. Their brains process information differently. Not just faster, but deeper. The human brain has a region called the prefrontal cortex, responsible for reasoning, planning, decision-making, and complex thinking. In highly intelligent people, this part of the brain tends to be more active and more interconnected with other regions. This means their minds are constantly analyzing, constantly evaluating, constantly asking, "What if?" Now here's something interesting. While most people experience thoughts in relatively simple sequences, highly intelligent individuals often experience multiple layers of thinking at once. They might analyze a situation while also predicting possible outcomes, while also questioning their own assumptions. Imagine having a mind that rarely stops running simulations. At first, that sounds like a superpower. But here's the paradox. A brain that can imagine many possibilities can also imagine many problems. This is why highly intelligent people often struggle with something psychologists call analysis paralysis. They see too many angles, too many variables, too many potential consequences. And because of that, even simple decisions can sometimes feel mentally heavy. Now think about this in real life. You ask a friend where they want to eat. Most people say, "Pizza sounds good," but someone with a highly analytical mind might start thinking, "Is pizza healthy? Is there a better option nearby? What if someone else prefers something different? Is this the most efficient choice?" What seems simple on the outside can turn into a web of internal calculations, and this constant mental activity can become exhausting. But the psychology of highly intelligent people goes even deeper than that. Because intelligence doesn't just affect thinking, it also affects awareness. Highly intelligent individuals often have a stronger ability to notice patterns in human behavior, social dynamics, and emotional signals. They see contradictions. They notice subtle shifts in tone. They pick up on things others overlook. And while this level of perception can lead to insight, it can also lead to disillusionment. Think about this for a moment. If you can easily see through social masks, hidden motives, or inconsistencies in people's behavior, it becomes harder to take things at face value. Some intelligent individuals describe this as feeling like they're watching the world from behind a layer of glass. They see everything clearly, but they don't always feel fully connected to it. Now here's something psychologists have found in several studies. Highly intelligent individuals often report feeling socially out of sync, especially in environments where deep thinking or curiosity isn't encouraged. This doesn't mean they dislike people, quite the opposite. Many intelligent individuals crave meaningful conversation, intellectual stimulation, and emotional depth. But when conversations stay on the surface, when curiosity is dismissed, when complex ideas are reduced to simple slogans, they can feel mentally isolated. But here's another fascinating psychological pattern. Highly intelligent individuals often experience strong curiosity, not just mild interest, but a deep drive to understand the world. This curiosity is closely connected to the brain's dopamine system, which is involved in motivation and reward. When intelligent individuals encounter a new idea, problem, or puzzle, their brains often release dopamine, making exploring feel deeply satisfying. That's why many highly intelligent people enjoy reading, researching, building things, or exploring abstract ideas. Learning itself becomes rewarding. But here's the paradox again. Curiosity opens doors to knowledge, and knowledge sometimes leads to more questions than answers. The more you learn about the world, the more you realize how complex it really is. And this realization can create something psychologists call intellectual humility. Highly intelligent people often become more aware of how much they don't know, which can look like uncertainty, even though it actually comes from deeper understanding. Now let's talk about something many people don't expect: self-doubt. It might seem surprising, but highly intelligent individuals are often more vulnerable to something called imposter syndrome. Because their minds constantly analyze their own thinking, they also become very aware of their mistakes, gaps in knowledge, or possible flaws in their reasoning. Where others might feel confident quickly, intelligent individuals sometimes question themselves longer. They ask, "Did I miss something? Is there another explanation? What if I'm wrong?" Now here's the interesting twist. This self-questioning actually improves thinking quality. It encourages careful reasoning, reflection, and intellectual honesty. But emotionally, it can sometimes feel like insecurity. And there's another hidden trait many intelligent people share. They often value solitude. Not because they dislike people, but because solitude allows their minds to reset. Highly stimulating environments, constant noise, social interaction, or rapid information can overwhelm a brain that processes everything deeply. Quiet moments allow them to think clearly, reflect, reorganize ideas. In neuroscience, this relates to something called the default mode network, a brain system that activates during introspection and internal reflection. For highly intelligent individuals, this system can be very active, which means time alone often feels mentally nourishing rather than lonely. But here's the paradox that ties everything together. Highly intelligent people often appear calm, thoughtful, or reserved on the outside. Yet inside their minds, there's a constant flow of ideas, questions, simulations, and reflections. Their minds rarely stay still. And because of this, they sometimes carry a unique combination of strength and weight. The strength of deep insight and the weight of deep awareness. Now, here's something important to understand. Intelligence isn't just about IQ scores or academic ability. Psychologists increasingly recognize multiple forms of intelligence: emotional intelligence, creative intelligence, analytical intelligence, and social intelligence. And the healthiest intelligent individuals learn something crucial over time. They learn how to balance thinking with living. Because a powerful mind can analyze the world endlessly, but life isn't meant to be solved like a puzzle. It's meant to be experienced. So if you've ever felt like your mind runs deeper than most, if you often find yourself overthinking, questioning things others accept easily, if you sometimes feel both curious about the world and slightly disconnected from it, you're not alone. Your mind might simply be wired for deeper perception. And while that comes with challenges, it also comes with something extraordinary: the ability to see patterns others miss, to ask questions others never ask, and to explore ideas that push human understanding forward. Sometimes intelligence doesn't look like loud confidence. Sometimes it looks like quiet observation, deep curiosity, and a mind that never stops wondering. And if that sounds familiar, then your mind might be doing exactly what it was designed to do.